Talk about playing hard to get. In 2023, Toys Alliance and Acid Rain World offered this figure as an SDCC exclusive. And like most exclusives, it was gone within minutes. Rare and hard to find, I got extremely lucky and was able to acquire this Kekkishi set at the original price. Only thing was, I had to wait almost a month, and it came directly from Japan, but from a very kind, understanding, and amazing seller. Good day, collectors and friends, and thank you once again for tuning in and checking out my showcasing channel. Today, we are looking at Kekkishi Set FAV from Toys Alliance and Acid Rain World, highlighted by the one and only Collectors Understanding Collectors. I hope you enjoy. Like I said, this one was a hard one to get. But one of the things that I do is I save a lot of sites and have them open on my tabs, and then I just hit refresh and refresh and refresh if I'm looking for a particular item, especially one that's hard to find or rare. I'm a seller. I'm a buyer and seller, and so I know all about markup. And luckily, like I said, this buyer was really understanding. He was very cool, and he was able to let it go at the original price. Only thing is, like I said, I had to wait, but I'm so excited about this one. This is one of my first FAV from Toys Alliance, and FAV stands for Figure and Vehicle. And I always love the design of this bike. It's called the Geist, but on this version, they of course painted it red, and it kind of reminds me of Akira. It's got those Akira vibes to it. But the Geist, it has all kinds of guns and weapons, and it's got different, a different design, different kind of layout. But this is more streamlined, and of course, that figure is what really sold me on it as well. It's like a modern day samurai oni type thing. So this is Acid Rain World Kekkishi set. Okay, before we look at the Kekkishi set, let's take a look at everything that he comes with. We'll start off with this nice little sword here. Yeah, I'm ready. I like the paint on this. Let's see if... Yeah, that's pretty. I can't tell if it's red on one side. Oh yeah, okay, it's red on both sides. I see the light hitting it. I like the design on the handle there as well. It's pretty cool. And it looks like it comes with a longer sword. Same type of design on the handles. That same red paint. And then lastly, it's got a nice little pistol here. Oh, and it's recessed, so I could probably fit in some effects. And I don't know if the cylinder turns or if it cracks open. Usually they do, but this one looks like it's just static. But I still love it. Okay, that's for the accessories. Now let's take a look at Kekkishi and the bike. So taking a close-up look at the bike, This is one of the best designs that I've seen. I mean, of course, nothing can beat, Kaneda's bike in Akira, but this is pretty close. So these are soft rubber, which is clever because sometimes you need that little bit of give there. If you're talking about a vehicle that's compatible with other figures, and some might be just a little bit bigger or maybe a little bit smaller, you want that to give. That way those figures can all fit. The wheel only turns that way. Yeah, I don't want to force it. It only turns that way a little bit. I like that it's got weapons there. Those are really neat. Wheels turn freely. And I believe it's, weapons on both sides. Look at all that detail. And it's a fairly large bike too. I mean, it's pretty long. Back wheels turn. Oh, it is a beauty. I love this sort of recessed seating here, and then it comes up a little bit on top. It's almost like you're in a nest or a shroud. You definitely feel protected. I mean, even though it's open right here, I mean, you feel you're covered. You feel nestled inside. See if there's any detail. Oh no, nothing, no detail on any layouts or anything like that. But I mean, you could always go in there and make your own little decals. That's not me though. I'm a little bit of a customizer, but there's some collectors out there that are insane and they're really good. There's that front view. Got a nice wide stance. What a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. I am so lucky I got this. I'm absolutely in love with it. Excuse me. Kickstand. I don't even know if you need the kickstand with those wheels. Yeah, I don't want to cheat here. Let me see. Yeah, you really don't need the kickstand, but it is going to fall over pretty easy. But you can set this up. It's raised up off the ground. Maybe just a little bit there, or push it all the way to the front. And that's not going anywhere. Great for posing. So that's Kekkishi's bike. And now we're going to take a close-up look at Kekkishi himself. And I've seen this buck body before. There's quite a number of figures that use this buck, and it is one of the best ones out there. I mean, when it comes to articulation, this is the body. This is the gold standard right here. So we'll start off with the head, and I love that design. It's like an Oni with those samurai vibes. It's got that demon kind of skull, digging those little horns, and then of course the tusks or horns out the by the mouth. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sculpture. And as we move on down, look at all the armor. And I love that metallic, that deep red. I wasn't expecting the color to be that deep and that beautiful. I thought it was going to be a little bit brighter, but no, it's deep, metallic. Love all the paneling, the work. Yeah, you see that head right there. That's like a almost, reminiscent of a samurai helmet. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but that's what I'm picking up. And of course peg holes, so because a lot of the Acid Rain World, you can mix and match parts. And then of course, I think these are for his swords. I thought that. Oh, let's move on down. Yeah, that abdomen just goes everywhere, that torso. And as we move on down to a lot more of that armor there. One thing I wish is that he came with more, different hands. I wish there were some splayed out hands, but maybe there's a seller on eBay or something that sells extra parts. It's hard to get extra parts from Acid Rain themselves. They don't sell them. You either have to buy figures and swap them out, or find someone who is selling parts, or sometimes you'll find some customizers and with 3D printers, and they'll sell you little hands. But I think a splayed out hand would be great, and then maybe a couple of fists. So I think one of these should be for his gun, or then maybe they're both for his swords. I'm not too sure. I'll have to play around with it. And what I love about, he's 1/18 scale, but the Toys Alliance Acid Rain World stuff, and even Annex 2179, I mean, yeah, he can definitely get him into those great poses. God, I can't get over this metallic dark red. Just beautiful. Let's move on down. Just that heavy armor on him, and the nice, like, wide boots. That way it's easy to stand. He's not going to be, as some 1/18 scale, a little bit hard to stand because of their small feet. But no, they gave him some wide feet there. Look at that. Yeah, that way it's no problem standing him up. And as I say it, I have trouble standing him up. But first, on your first tries, you can do it. Yeah, and the articulation too is just fantastic. Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. That head sculpt is something else. I really hope this is in focus. If not, I'm gonna have to reshoot this again. But yeah, he's great. Okay. All right, I decided to have a little fun with some size comparisons. I pulled out the Judge Dredd from Higher Toys, and as you can see, he runs a little bit taller. Then I have the Star Wars Vintage Collection Stormtrooper, and then we have our Kekkishi, and then next to him we have the Higher Toys Baroness. As you can see, she runs a little bit smaller, not by much though. And then all the way on the right, we have the brand new Joy Toy King of Fighters Terry Bogard. As you can see, that scale, they do list that as 1/18 scale, but some have said that's more of a 1/16 scale. But I can kind of fudge the line a little bit and just act like, he's just a taller guy. So yeah, there you go. There's some different size comparisons from 1/18 scale from different toy companies. All right, so in closing, I just want to say that I really, really love this figure. I love the color, that deep red, metallic red. I love the sculpt of the bike. I love the look of the character. Kekkishi looks cool with that Oni type samurai demon, but yet modern tactical style. And it just, everything just blends so well. It looks so perfect. And yeah, that's one I'm definitely going to keep in my collection. All right, so thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time. And once again, CUCs out.